afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it seems that Namibian women outnumber Namibian men when it comes to education. Why, I don't know. But thank you so much for joining us this afternoon for the IOL induction program. My name is Nebo Person and I will be your host this afternoon. We would like to extend a warm welcome this afternoon to our Head of Education, Mrs. Ilana Kalitz, Catherine Maritz, the COO, and Mr. Hipa Murangi, also one of IOL's COOs. The general public here this afternoon, all students, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Just before we start, okay, can we just quickly just make sure that our cell phones are on silent or switched off, not to disturb. We don't have a very formal program, okay? So don't worry too much. We will not be stuffing you too much with too many formal stuff. You obviously can see on the program there is also some nice entertainment lined up and a nice motivational speech just to top off today's program. So I would suggest that you stick around. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We will start off our program this afternoon with an IOL presentation. And for this, I would like to call on Mr. Hipa Murangi to come to the front to come and assist us in this regard. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Noel. Afternoon, everyone. I think many of you guys have seen me before now. Yes. We have been here before. You know that we give a lot of prizes on this particular day. The ground rules have been set. My phone is also now on silent. It should be an interactive session, meaning I should be able to talk to you and you also talk to me. Okay, so there will be a session that you guys can ask some questions and I'll also be asking you a lot of questions. Now it's important that each and every one of you listen to what I have to say, because all the questions that will be asked has a reward. So you might walk away with a phone that is worth $8,000. So whatever question I ask you, even if you don't know the answer, just raise your hand. You might win something. Are we together? Okay, so be very much relaxed. I think the whole dress code of Neville made us feel very tense and very official. Don't be intimidated by him, okay? All right. Also, on that particular note, you heard Neville say that we are outnumbered again, as the males, by the females. And we have more females than males, which is contrary different at IOL, because we have a 50%, almost 50% male-female ratio. So that's something totally different. It means that all Namibians are committed to education. That's something very good. Take away that one as well. So, first question. What is a male-female ratio? Okay, see, I was going to give the first prize away, but you all answered. So you raise your hand and you answer. I will ask you, okay? Okay, guys, so I'll start with giving you an overview of who we are and where we come from. So IOL, the Open Learning Group, was established in 1997 with only 2,500 students. It was acquired by Trustco in 2005. And to date, we have grown our students to over 55,000. So that is about 52,500 students difference from when we acquired in 2005. We offer ICT courses, which is Information Communication and Technology, from ICDL to N+ to A+. We offer educational courses ranging from policing courses, a certificate, a diploma. We offer educational courses, which is now the teaching courses, from advanced certificate in junior primary education all the way to your B.Ed honors. Okay, how many DPPE students do we have here? 5. I was going to give the first prize, but it's more than 5. So had you been 5, I would have given away each. Okay, what have we done at IOL? When we were acquired, we were offering SAQA accredited qualifications. That's South African qualifications. And we thought, we are Namibians, proud Namibians for that matter. We have our own educational system with our own curriculum. Why keep on selling courses that are not ours? So we put in a lot of work to try and get qualifications that matter, that has value to not only the institution, but to all the Namibians. So we went through a whole accreditation process, developed courses to feed our curriculums. And our biggest growth was contributed by the accreditation status and of course the regional footprint. Regional footprint being our presence. We are right there in your face. We have an office in Wendiva, in Kietmans, in Rundu, in Katima Mulilo, in Ochiwarongo, in Windhoek, and we have a newly established or opened information center. This is not a fully fledged office, but information center in Gobabis. We don't neglect any other region because obviously we have to reach some of the students where we don't have offices. So that would be accompanied or accomplished by using what we refer to as a mobile bus. So the mobile bus will be traveling to regions where we don't have an office. Part of our learning resources are the conduct classes that we offer almost every Saturday, and they are exam-based and, of course, assignment-based. So if you have to submit your assignment, this is where we advise you now to try and attend these conduct classes, because all the important information that you need to be aware of will be included in those conduct classes. We have, as part of our student support services, you are able to contact your tutors between 18 hours to 20 hours. You also have, very interesting, we're going to talk about this more later on. You have your own email address, and I'm sure you all received your email address. Who received their email address via SMS? Okay, the two gentlemen here, I owe you something. Eh? The lady and the gentleman, I owe you a goodie bag. If someone can actually bring me a goodie bag for me, please. Thank you. So, you also received? Okay, just raise your hand, then you get something. And at all our fully fledged, right here, I think it's a family. Okay, but I think it could have been a family. The lady and the gentleman. At all of our regional offices, we have a fully fledged library set up for all of our students. So all the prescribed textbooks and study guides, we have DVDs, pre-recorded DVDs of all the conduct classes will be available there. So if you go there, you will be able to, you will get the necessary assistance from our regional course coordinators, also regional coordinators. They are experienced and very briefed staff members and very friendly that will be able to assist you with all the topics that relate to your studies. Sometimes you get guys like me that find it pretty difficult to go through some of these things, you know. You might have challenges with a particular topic, or you might have challenges with submitting your assignment. For that, we have a student counselor. Now, a student counselor is not an expert to help you with a topic, but it's someone that will be able to guide you through a process to rehabilitate your challenges that you experience during your studies. She does not have money to give you the money if you're having financial problems, but she will be able to guide you through what it is that you can do to get the best out of your studies. You get your student card. We also have, every week, in the Info Monday, we have what we refer to as the IOL scope. That is your scope. That is for the students. So all the important information, dates, correspondence, or communications between us and you will mainly be in the IOL scope. The same scope will normally go onto our Facebook page also, which you can go and like. If you like the Facebook page, you get all this important information that relates. So conduct classes, where the mobile bus is going, what new courses we have developed, what new tools we have for you guys, will mostly be in the IOL scope. You have a study buddy list, a very useful tool. So when you go into the student portal, which is something we'll talk about, now also explain as to why we have more ladies than men, Neville. Your study buddy list will be a list that contains all the conducts of your friends or your fellow students within the same region that are doing the same course as you. So if you want to contact them for some reason to assist you or to sit as a group, as buddies, to sit a group at the library, you get their contacts, you contact them for merely that reason, and you can sit and discuss the topics around your studies. That makes it much more interesting as students as well. All courses have been accompanied by a free grammar course. And I know most of you guys have received letters of termination. And the particular person in that letter was Hipa Murangi. And many of you guys were angry that I've been terminating your DPPE courses. But obviously, that could have been a confusion, but it was mainly for the grammar course. You had a duration of about 1 year to complete that course. It's free of charge. You were not charged for it. You could still do it online. In fact, you can still do it online until the end of this month. So that's a free grammar course. What we have also done, and it was also received with challenges, with perceptions initially when we introduced the video conduct classes. Under no circumstances would IOL step aside and implement something that is for the sake of being a leader in using technology. No. We do a lot of consultation and we adapt to what the market needs. Now, the video conferencing or video conduct classes, which we use as link, will have many, many benefits for all of our students. And in fact, it has had a lot of benefits. Many distance learning institutions across the world use these technologies. That's why we're doing distance learning. We don't want to work every day, go to classes, but the conduct classes are compulsory. Now, with video conferencing, I use the same scenario. Maybe I can use the same one here as well. If I was right here, right now, and I need to have, or I have another meeting set up in 5 minutes in Okahanja, how do you think I will get there? If I have another meeting in Okahanja from here in 5 minutes, would it be possible for me to get there in time? No. Why not? Why not? You have seen all these comic movies. You have seen Superman, eh? Yeah. And he could manage. He does those things. Or perhaps I have a very fast car. I can get there. Okay, maybe I can fly because I work for Trasco. Not really. Okay, so what would I do? Because we embrace technology, I would set up a video conferencing meeting. With your smartphone, if they have a smartphone, I can sit right here in the presence of where I am, and we'll be able to see each other and interact and have a meeting. So instead of having to take a tutor, send them to a Chivarongo, to wherever we are, we have video conferences. It makes it very cheaper. We must remember, whatever cost implications are in employing thousands and thousands of tutors across the country, that cost will be carried over to the student. So if you can reduce all those costs, try to have a package that is customized to meet our demands and yet be affordable. That's the route to go. So with video conferencing, we have quality assurance that we can monitor and track. The particular tutor that is here, there is no difference with a student that is in Windhoek and a student that is in Khobabes. In fact, there is a difference. If it's a female student in Windhoek, they are more expensive than those in Khobabes. In terms of away, you must buy it every second week. Okay, but apart from that, the quality of tutoring, the quality of teaching must be the same and it must be consistent for all of our students. And it must be available